So the prime situation is based what Push Through Shaw mentioned, right? Was from a site. He said obstetrician, correct? All right. We talking about that. We talking about how a woman is more fertile during this age group. The prime that maybe Bo, I think you're talking about, was something like, is she ready mentally to have children? That's different from, is her body ready to have children? So that's two different things. So the prime that we're talking about, I could assume, I know we're talking about fertility. And for Shannon, right? You said you was married. You don't, you got married at 25, you're 29 and all that stuff. You got married so you can have kids, correct? One of the reasons, I'm not saying that's your total opposite, one of the reasons so you can have children, correct?
Who's she talking to?
No,
Oh,
So you don't
I've
want
been married
kids
for
at all?
no, I don't want kids. I've been married for 4 years. My wife don't want kids. First of all, I'm 29. My wife is 35. I'm 25. I got with her when she was 30. So no, that prime stuff never mattered to me. I wanted a wife. I liked her. I appreciated her. I don't care about having kids in this world. So no, I don't. The kids ain't the overall goal in
For
in
you.
my
That's why I
situation. I'm
was
not trying to.
assuming. Right.
Yeah, yeah. So no, I didn't get married to have kids. I got married because I wanted to do so.
That's
that's interesting. I've never heard. I never heard that before. Well, I've heard it before, but I've never seen it like actually be done. You feel what I'm saying? Like I never seen it actually be done where two people that don't want kids, get married and like end up like. Granted, their life is not over yet, so they may end up. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're gonna use condoms forever. Because me personally, yeah, I don't even see how it's possible. But hey, man, salute to him.
but majority of men, right? They get married to, of course, have a wife, but also to have kids.
Right.
So, in the prime age that we're talking about fertility. We're not saying that women can't have kids after 30 or 30 to 40 and 40 to 50, because that's what's happening now.
Right.
Sure. But you're more fertile during this time. So that's the only prime that we're talking about. We're not talking about if you're mentally ready, financially stable. So let's keep it where we're talking about. He got the statistic from obstetrician, from medical, right? They're talking about the body, the organs, and all that. That's it. I don't know why we're changing that.
Well, let me see if I could. I think Bohe made a good statement about the body parts and all that.
But wait a minute. I know, some people say it's better for women to get pregnant young because the older they get, I believe there's like more risk involved as far as uh like being able to carry the baby to full term and all of that, and then she could potentially fall into a situation where it's like you got to choose between her and the kid, or like mind you, I don't know these things. I don't know this for a fact. This is just things that I've heard over the years. Don't know how true they are. You know what I'm saying? But I would assume, right, you wouldn't want to take that risk, right? Like that's not something like, because if you married someone, right, obviously you love this person and you want to spend the rest of your life with this person. You want to protect this person. You know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't want to put this person in harm's way, right? So ideally, granted, I know he said he didn't want kids. I'm just speaking in general. Like if you wanted children, ideally it would be smarter to do it younger, right? Like, so I'm assuming that's what the lady's speaking of when she's talking about a woman's prime, right? It's more ideal to do it while you're younger versus taking that risk while you're getting older.
So you say men only see body parts, yeah, because that's all you show,
Damn.
and it might not apply to you. It might, well, whoever it applies, hit dog fucking holler. You out here posting your ass and your tits on full display. Then want to cry about not being seen for your inner value.
Damn.
And I'm not apologizing for how men react when you advertise the goods and get treated like they're for sale.
Damn, my bad.
Presentation matters. It actually does. And if all you're offering is sex appeal, don't expect anyone to look deeper. You dress for attention, and that's exactly what you got. Don't blame men for reading the cover when you refuse to write the story correct. So,
Oh, damn. That motherfucker is cooking. You hear me?
all this inner value stuff, we gotta stop acting like that is not intrinsically linked to the outer appearance. Men are starting to connect the dots on how you display your image to your perceived
True.
overall value. And if you don't like it, change it. Simple as that.
Okay, so yeah.
What do we show?
He's
To be
chefing.
fair though, just real
Let
quick.
Marcus go real quick, and then we're gonna let you. We got you, bro.
Wait for a minute. And I just want to try to press all the topics before y'all go off on the tangent. So the Lil Tay thing, me personally being somebody who, like Bo said, I do, especially pre-25, I'm going to separate these ages. So right now I'm talking about before I turned 25. I did look at women's titties and ass as the main contributor to anything that I was going to do in regards to women.
Right.
So much so, I think controversial Shannon said he was in the same boat. And I argue all the time that it's a biological drive due to the way our testosterone interacts with our body that forces us to go out and seek women. You call it predatory, you could call it a natural instinct, whatever. It exists. And we can't negate that.
Predatory is crazy. Predatory is a wild word to use in that scenario. Now, granted, I know he's not saying it. He's like, people call it predatory, but predatory is crazy. That's how we're genetically wired. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
Conversation, right? Now, I, as somebody who's attracted to those things, I do find it strange. When men like women whose bodies have a prepubescent shape. That is like I've seen Lil Tay. I haven't seen her since I guess she turned 18, but she kind of looks like a little boy or a little like a child from what I remember. Maybe she changed and got all type of implants and all that stuff. That is strange to me. Is it illegal? No. Would I do it? Hell no.
All right.
But it is occurring. He made a point earlier about how far back would you push the age and how far back would men go. I generally think that's something to dive into to understand, is there validity in that? And when he was talking about the YT, man, it's a huge market for men that like women that don't have ass or titties, and that's primarily that ethnic group's choice, their preference. And then you look at the statistics that say they primarily operate in that field, and I would argue that being attracted to that universally, the same way we might be attracted, well, I might be attracted to a big titties and big ass, universally goes down the thing. So I think it is something to be worried about. I got daughters. If a 40-year-old man was looking at my 10-year-old, and then she kept getting older and older, and then eventually she like, Daddy, you're not going on no date with this nigga. And I'm seeing what's to him because he's been living next door this whole time and thought it was cool to go on a date with you, knowing he knew you as a child.
Nah.
I'm gonna have a personal issue with that.
I'm going to jail.
A huge issue, and it's not gonna go well 9 times out of 10.
And white, that's what I'm saying, because like they can say it's legal all they want. Let a 35-year-old man try to come after a 21-year-old or 18-year-old, bro. You gonna crash the F out because you know what he thinking.
Absolutely.
You know you is. You know
But
you is.
why though? She in her prime. She
Nah.
18.
My
She
baby
right
ain't in no
in the
prime in no
stage,
18.
you
I'm
know,
fine.
Are we talking virgins?
Produce enough babies, and he's old enough to take care of your daughter. So why would it be an issue when that's
And I'm
constantly
talking about-
shown in society?
I'm sorry.
Lady, fuck you. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? I know she being sarcastic, but man, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Listen, I'm not one of those dudes. I'm not one of those dudes that will ever date wild young like that. It's not me. You know what I'm saying? It's not what I'm into. I'm cool on that. And I for damn sure wouldn't allow my 18-year-old daughter to bring a fucking 40-year-old to my house talking about dating him. Yeah, fuck no. Fuck to the no.
talking about virgins here because your daughters ain't virgins. Y'all be acting like your daughters is running around here,
Oh
little
shit.
virgins till they're 40. They're having sex at younger than 18. They done already had a peen going on. Over half of them already tasted a man's peen before.
Whoa.
It's stats. Over half of
Shit.
them. But by the time they're 19, your daughters are not freaking virgins. Okay?
Well, mine are.
Here,
Yeah,
she's
Smex is
18
going
years
to.
old.
Smex
Her
is
own
going to happen.
father vouched for her. Her own father vouches for her. She's an adult. She can make her own decisions. So, look, we try to use this whole pedo thing as we just
Your video
stretch.
out?
Okay, you're 18 years old, but I do want to talk about the Christian. There's a
Hold up. Granny going crazy, son. Granny going crazy. She must like fucking with young niggas. Granny like fucking with young niggas. That's why she crashing out like that. Granny just crashed the fuck out. She bugging. And to put that shit on everybody, so your daughters aren't virgin. Like, how the fuck you know everybody's daughter out here tripping? Like, that's a wild statement.
Trans model. She calls herself stripping for Jesus.
What?
She's a Christian girl. She made $43 million and got $5 million in tips. So I am going to go back to what Shannon said early on, where the men are the problem when it comes to that part. This lady made, and she was only like 20 years old. Go look her up. She said she's an OnlyFans Christian model. She made $43 million and $5 million in tips. She even showed it from the meat. So he does have a point when it comes down to that type of life as well.
Niggas be too horny.
Give him that.
And now, to be fair,
I don't think the woman being a. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I will concede to the notion that there are
who the fuck is talking?
Women, younger mostly, that like to show their bodies. Those girls in their prime that y'all like, those are the ones mostly showing their body and putting their body out there and not putting on any clothes, right? But I will give you that because it does happen. But another thing is, men love to show off their money. Y'all like to buy these cars and y'all like to show off how much money you got. And y'all love, baby, protector and provider is the thing that y'all say constantly. And so when you're leading with money and you get used for your money, that's your fault as well.
Hold up. Now, the only part of that statement I agree with is if you lead with money and you get taken advantage of, that's on you. I agree with that statement. However, how the fuck is me buying a nice car showing off? No, I fucking worked hard. I bust my ass. I can afford this shit. I want it. I buy it. That's not showing off. That's just literally fucking my reward for me busting my ass and doing what I had to do to get this paper. Like, I don't understand that stupid shit that people say. Like, oh, you get all this fucking money and then you're supposed to do what? What are you supposed to do? You get all this fucking money, you bust your ass acquiring all this fucking paper, and then what? You're supposed to just let it sit there and fucking look at it? Like, what are we talking about?
Because you're showing off your money. You are leading with your money. You're telling us that you are this provider. And so when you get used for your money, when people target you for your money and not for who you are, it is the exact same concept. Because y'all do that at any age. At least we grow up and put some clothes.
Well, you're right about that. I completely agree with that point. That's what I refer to as being financially objectified. And if you go ahead and lead with your wallet, then yes, you deserve to be financially objectified. If you lead with your wallet, that's why I encourage men never to do that. However, I think we also have to hold the women accountable who are objectified if they objectify themselves first. Right. So I think we should hold both parties accountable. And that even goes back to a further point when we're saying we should get the men in order, which I agree with controversial Shannon on that. However, what other scenario do we only attack the end user? It never happens. If I'm a local pusher, they're not going to penalize the fiend more than they are the dope dealer.
Facts.
So I think that both sides should be held accountable. There's no scenario where the end user gets the stiffest penalty or is the one that needs straightening.
Facts.
I think that we need to start from the bottom and penalize everybody. I think we should be holding men as well as women accountable for it. I don't believe in that whole OF stuff. You're never going to see me spend $1 on it, particularly on those damn young girls. I think that's seriously weird. But I do think we have to hold both sides accountable, because when you don't, then if you accept it on one side and not the other, it's not ever going to work. You have to attack the problem from all sides.
I agree with that statement as well. And you know what I find interesting? I find this shit so interesting that, like, younger women or girls, I'm just calling them girls because they fucking young girls to me, but they don't even try anymore. Like, they don't even attempt to, like, get a regular career or a regular job or start a fucking a decent business. Like, they don't even try anymore. As soon as they hit 18, it's like titties is out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, motherfuckers have popularized whole shit so much. They have fucking made whole shit so mainstream now. These girls ain't even attempting to do nothing else. As soon as they hit 18, titties and ass is out. Like, that shit is wild to me, bro. It's so wild. I don't understand it.
I think the issue is that it's never been any accountability on either side. It's always just been what's been done. Like, I don't understand why we're talking about this like OF is new. Like, this is the first time we've ever seen young girls selling their bodies and stuff like that. No, this has been going on forever. It's the oldest profession. And men have always been paying into it. So who are we supposed to hold accountable at that point? It's the societal norm for us not to.
My bad. I think that was a fucking truck that just drove past. Damn, that shit was loud.
Anyone accountable. It's to the point now you don't even have to pay for OF. I don't even understand why men pay for it when you can get porn for free.
Facts.
Well, first of all, it just doesn't make sense.
Honestly, I think the only reason OF is like as popular as it is because a lot of men, well, I'm assuming here, I don't fucking know because I don't partake in the bullshit, but I believe it has something to do with the actual women that are doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably been following these women, or they've seen these women in person, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And they've gravitate towards that shit. Pardon me. I got tongue tied like a motherfucker. But they gravitate towards that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And they probably think they might have a shot with these fucking chicks. Not knowing. I seen some girl, I think she was on like Fresh and Fit or some shit, where she said she don't even run like her messages. It's a dude that do that shit for her. So all of these niggas think they talking to her, and they talking to some random ass dude, like messaging them back and forth, which is crazy. I could never. It's crazy, but I don't know, man. I don't fucking know.
First of all, in order to hold,
I got one. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Darren. Go ahead.
First of all, in order to hold a particular group or person or whatever accountable, you got to either enforce some type of consequence, or you got to remove some type of privilege.
True.
And ain't nobody, most of the people out here complaining don't have no control over OnlyFans. So somebody said men only want women for their body and reproduction. Cool. But let's flip that. What else are a lot of these women actually offering? Loyalty, that's rare. Peace, uncommon. Submission, a lot of women don't even like the term, they get triggered.
Facts.
If you want to try to push a vision for a woman to build with, hell no. But let's be real. Half of them don't even believe they need a man. But somehow they still want his money, his time, his lifestyle. So when a man wakes up and realizes the only thing she brings to the table is some head and some hips to grip while he hit it from the back, why should he feel bad? Y'all be saying I don't need a man for a decade. Now it's a problem when men treat y'all like we don't need you either. No, that's just a rabbit. That's just a rabbit got the gun now. And then
once again, damn. Whew. That brother spitting.
Climate, if a woman doesn't meet a strict high value standard, she for the streets, period.
Facts.
So if a man chooses to slut her out and keep it moving, no guilt needed, because she don't value herself like a wife, and her mama damn sure didn't raise her to be one.
Damn.
Question: is there any men on the panel that's married? Anyone? I just need one. Any man on the panel that's married?
All of us are.
Darren, you married?
Yep.
You married?
Yep.
You married?
I am married.
And the women and the the loyalty. You married.
That's what I was gonna say. Come on.
That don't make no damn sense. The women not loyal. But I got me a loyal woman sitting beside me. The women don't submit, but I got the ability to put her in a motherfucking feminine place. The women don't do this, but I'm that man that can make a woman do that, because when I step, she understands that I'm a real one. That don't make
that doesn't prove shit. Like, I hate when people do that, man. I hate when people do that. They're like, oh, I have one, so everybody. That's not how this shit work, bro. That's not how you caught a rare one. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not how this shit works. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm engaged. I have a loyal one. You know what I'm saying? She does right by me. You feel what I'm saying? So, but that don't make me believe there's a fucking everyone out there is like that's not how this shit works, bro. That's not how this shit works. So your argument is really asinine at this point, because just because you have one don't mean the majority is like that.
Y'all, you got a good woman. So your woman loyal, you married, but the women not this, but you experiencing the stuff that you saying you ain't getting. That's
but isn't that what you do to the men though, Shannon?
There are plenty. Pause, 1 second. There are plenty of good women out here that are ready and right for the picking. And all you gotta do is say, I got you. You do what you're supposed to do as a man. The woman go do what she's supposed to do as a woman. It works. My whole family is married to Black women. I don't know what an interracial relationship look like. All I know is Black women. That's all I care about. And I know that Black women are the most loving, the most submissive, the most all that you name. As long as I do what I'm supposed to do and walk in my purpose and my leadership, I'm going to get that. Now, how can a married man up here, hold on, lady, wait, pause 1 second. How can a married man who is experiencing the love and the things that he's saying that they not getting, get up here and say that this is what men are not getting when he getting it? I'm getting it.
Because he is not the rest of the fucking world, bro. What part of that aren't you understanding? Obviously, I've seen some of his content. He does content or whatever. If you look through his comments, it's flooded with a bunch of dudes that are agreeing with what he's saying, that they don't get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, he's not looking at the world through the lens that he is living in. He's looking at it from the lens of the rest of the men in the world. You dig what I'm saying? Like, for me for an example, I get everything that he says men don't get, but I can also, pardon me, I can see, I have eyes, I can see a lot of men don't get that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why is it not clicking for you?
There are men in my family getting it. My friends are getting it. That don't make no goddamn sense.
Shannon,
you want me to
that don't make no damn
sense.
You make video after video.
I can't. I mean, how you gonna respond when how you gonna respond when Dr. Lady O responded?
How you the only
she gonna cape
you know I'm gonna cut you off.
I'm a loving husband.
how you the only loving husband? All other black men are bad men. You do the same.
I didn't say I was.
Word.
I never said I was the only loving husband.
He didn't say that.
You a hypocrite, dude.
I didn't say that not one time in my statement. Darwin is a loving husband.
Always dragging black men, Shannon.
Darwin, I'm always dragging trash. I will you damn right. I will drag the trash black man. I will drag the goddamn murder. I will
So how the fuck can't you understand? You slow. Boy, you slow. You slow as hell, boy. You just said you would drag trash black men, right? So how the fuck can't you understand what he's saying and what he's talking about? He's doing the same fucking thing just in reverse with women. Yeah, that just pissed me off. You slow, boy. You slow as hell.
Drag it. Lady, I will drag any nigga who open up his mouth about the woman who gave birth to me. I will drag any goddamn man who get up on here and disrespect my group of women. Point blank, period. Because that's what a man's supposed to do. I'm supposed to have more smoke for men. That's what a man does. What is y'all talking about? When we gonna start acting like men again? When we gonna start acting like men again? Y'all, you got these dudes who spend more time addressing women than addressing a goddamn man who call themselves leaders and shit. You got dudes who call themselves leaders who spend more time addressing women than addressing men, and you got the nerve to call yourself a man. Y'all complain about women all day 24/7, won't take on the white man for nothing. 27 neighborhoods been flooded out. You ain't doing shit to the white man. God dang me, 12,000 black women come up missing. You ain't doing nothing about it. You ain't rebuilt a Wall Street. You ain't did nothing about y'all scream leaders. And we complain about goddamn relationship, but all a man has to do is step and that woman go fall in line. That's why it's hard for me to take y'all old, it's your old men serious. Y'all, the women don't do this, but you laid up with a woman that's doing that. And there's plenty of good black women out here. Y'all tell the women to choose better all the time. Why can't you choose a good black woman? Why you keep getting in failed relationships? Why you keep choosing a Jezebel? Why we can't never flip back on the men?
They see their mamas doing it.
My mama died. Why can't y'all choose? Why can't y'all choose? Why can't y'all choose a suitable black woman? When there's plenty of good black women out here, I want to ask a minute. How you keep getting your dang heart broken by a woman that ain't no good? You gotta vet better, discern better, choose better. Choose better. Stop choosing a damn horrible woman when there's a good black woman that you done messed over. Shut that, man. Nobody want to hear that nonsense. That's what I'm talking about. You got married men that be on a panel talking about that the women are doing this and the black woman and all the women showing us their body. Your wife ain't showing her body. She probably only showing her body to you. Or is she showing her body to you? That shit don't make no, I'm sorry for cursing, bro. Y'all, I'm sorry for getting passionate. My bad, Darwin. My bad, Darwin. I apologize. But it just ticked me off because I always hear a married man say this. You married. You experience.
I am in the middle of recording. What? What? No. Now go in your room, please. I know you can read. You can read, right? You see the sign on the door, right? Go in your room, please.
It. I'm gonna be quiet now. I'm gonna mute up. Do you go
after the married women that get on these panels and trash black men and then they're married?
How am I going after the women?
Do you go trash the married women that get on these panels and act like they're not married and they trash husbands and they're married themselves? They cook and clean.
What do you mean I'm going after?
She's asking a question, moron.
I need you to be honest. Okay, you do not go and some of the panels that you need to go in. You make a lot of simp videos.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Say it again. Say it again.
Oh, yo, Grandma Wally. He done pissed Grandma off. Now, I don't know how old this lady is. I'm only saying Grandma because, you know, she got the gray, got the white head. I mean, the gray, white head, whatever. She look, you know what I mean, older than me, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, she cooking. She chefing right now. He done pissed her off.
Women too. You need to check the women that are married women that get on these cameras and always and trash black men.
How do you check the women first? Lady O, women have only. Lady O, let me tell you. Let me be honest.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Women only are only doing
all
to men what
women,
was done to them.
Shannon,
you taught them to hate your
God.
you historically. How have I got one? Watch this. Historically, how have women been treated? You want to address it from a biblical lens? You want to address it from a historical lens? How do you want to address it? How do y'all want to address it?
Oh yeah, yeah. He one of them. He one of them. He is one of he one of them niggas that he put the cape on. You know what I'm saying? He's a panderer. He one of them. I can see it. He one of them.
How do you want to address it?
All women are not good women.
How do y'all want to address it? Historically, biblically, statistically, how do you want to address the problem?
All right, Shannon, let's
man, fuck that. Let Darwin respond.
Yeah, let's let somebody counter to your point.
Darwin got to respond.
Yeah, let me just see if I can respond to Shannon earlier. And it's okay for you to be passionate, but I kind of lost the question that you wanted me to answer.
You married to a black woman, brother?
Am I married to a black woman?
Yes.
Yes.
Your wife good, right?
Yep.
So you experiencing the things that you say men not getting, or you said the women not doing, right?
I have before, but I don't experience that.
In your current marriage, you're not experiencing
No. If you heard what I said, the last thing I said, what did I say? I said,
I ain't gonna lie to you, I forgot because I was fussing with Lady O.
The last thing I said was, if a woman doesn't meet a strict, high value standard, she for the streets, period. What I did was I was very meticulous with my selection process. And when I chose my woman, when I chose my wife, I chose her young. I chose her at the top of her mating market prime. And I sealed the deal. I got very lucky finding a woman who was not tarnished by societal pressures, feminism, and all these other rhetorics. I found a woman who had a father in her life, a mother in her life, and it was a structured family that I could get down with. And I wasn't finna let that pass. But I know, hold on. But because of my situation is a unicorn situation in today's society, it does not happen often. And there's nobody on this panel that's going to be able to convince me just because they found a wife that it's just that simple and easy.
Right.
It's really not. It's a lot of obstacles. And this was 12, 13 years ago. My God, has it gotten worse? And it's just only going to get even more worse. So I consider myself, I would like to use the term blessed to relate to you as a Christian, because I think you can understand it from that position more. I would say blessed instead of lucky, just so you can understand it more. But you got any more questions?
Well, no, all I would have is a statement. Maybe it's anecdotal, and I think everybody's speaking from anecdotals. When you say the women are not doing this and the men are not, whatever, I think everybody adding anecdotals. However,
no,
bro,
I've done research too. I got a case study.
You can't. So you gonna sit here and really think that most women, or like, because maybe it was just you at the time. I don't know about y'all. I had every woman I dated was wife material. It was me. I was the fuck up. That was Shannon.
So that's
but my wife.
That's
my
anecdotal.
Wife. I've had plenty of good black women. I was the one who was wrong. And most men, Lady O, give me I'm responding to the man. I'm responding to the man. I wasn't responding to you. Like, give me a second. I got you. Most men have found a good woman and have had a good woman, and they lost that good woman. They've always found good women. There are plenty of good black women that are women in general. So if you don't want to make it black, whatever. But since I'm speaking to black people, that's the best way I can do it. You can find you a good black. It's so easy. It's the easiest thing to find.
No,
it's
a
woman that's compatible with you. All the men usually, right? Because I don't have this problem with my family. I don't have this problem with my homeboys. I don't have this problem when I'm with the black men, the successful black men that I work for. I work for a black millionaire. Like, what do we talk? I work for him. Has a black wife. This stuff ain't hard. if we start being honest, we make it hard. Whether you want to say it's the men or you say it's the women, I say it's mostly the men. That's me. We don't got to spin it like that. You have found a good woman along the lines, and it wasn't your first woman. It ain't your first wife. You've had plenty of good women way before that. You ain't no ugly dude. You ain't no ugly dude. Now, I can talk cap about the angry man or any other mother dudes who get on here and scream at women because they ain't got nothing to offer. They don't look like nothing. They're like the bottom of a shoe. I could understand the dudes who sitting around on podcasts mad and angry at women that they could not man or any other mother. If we was to be honest, if we was to be honest and talk about you've had good women and you probably messed over some good women, or some of them probably messed over you. Not gonna project. What I'm saying is a lot of men have had a good woman that was wife material. It ain't hard to find a wife. That's the easiest thing to find. I wasn't lucky. Every woman was good. They wasn't 304s and doing all this and twerking on top of a lunchbox or a freaking a lunch table at a restaurant. That's projection. That's projection. And my thing is, half the time when we talking about those type of women, that's the women we want.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this dude talking about. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, right? Pardon me. He just saying words. That's just my opinion, man. This nigga just saying words. If you really look at the dating market nowadays, if you really look at it, not a lot of people are looking to get married. Not a lot of people are looking to have kids. Shit, he one of them. He just said, pardon me. He just said him and his wife both don't want kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the dating market is fucked up these days. You feel me? And for him to really believe it's so easy to find a wife, it's not. It's not. Now, to speak to what he was saying as far as men fucking up with good women, I can hear that, because most of us when we're young, we're not really taught to seek marriage and all of that we're not taught that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So we don't seek marriage when we're younger. We are taught to fucking go have fun and live your life and blah blah fucking all that stupid shit. You feel what I'm saying? So when you're young, you're not really searching for that type of shit. Unless you come from a different type of upbringing where you got both parents in your house and your parents are preaching that to you, have a family and all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what was preached to me. Because I was raised with my mother and my father under the same. My parents was married up until my father died. You feel what I'm saying? So I was always taught, you find a wife, start a family, yada yada, all of that jazz. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't speak for everybody else, but I know a lot of people that I was surrounded with, like a lot of my peers and my friend group, they weren't taught that shit growing up. So at this point, he just saying fucking words. He's just saying fucking words, bro. But I'm gonna leave the link down in the description for y'all to go check this channel out or whatever. And before y'all go, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All that good shit, man. I'll catch you on the next one.